Mike Ledwig had never hated Valentine's Day. That was the lie he told people. The truth was more embarrassing. He used to love it. Back in school, it meant stolen glances and folded notes slipped between textbooks. In college, it meant midnight walks, cheap chocolate, and conversations that felt infinite. Mike believed love was something fragile but beautiful, like glass, dangerous only if you mishandled it. Somewhere along the way, that belief cracked. By 26, Mike lived alone in a rented apartment in the older part of the city, the kind of building where walls whispered and elevators groaned like they were tired of carrying people's lives upward. He worked as a UI designer for a startup that promised innovation but delivered only late nights and unpaid overtime. He was good at disappearing into work. Too good. People used to tell him he felt distant even when he was right there, that conversations with him felt unfinished, like he was already halfway out the door. Emma used to say that too. Tonight, on February 14th, Mike sat on his bed with his laptop open and his phone face down beside him, pretending to work while the world outside celebrated love loudly and without him. Cars passed below, honking impatiently. Somewhere nearby, fireworks popped, probably from a hotel hosting a Valentine's event. Laughter floated up through the open window, followed by the unmistakable sound of a couple arguing, the kind that only happens when expectations don't match reality. Mike closed his laptop. The room felt heavy. His apartment was neat in a careless way, clothes folded but not ironed, a bookshelf filled with novels he had started but never finished. A framed photograph turned face down on the desk. He didn't need to look at it to know what it was. Emma, smiling, taken on a Valentine's Day 3 years ago. Back then, she had laughed easily, loudly. She believed in staying, in fixing things, in love that endured discomfort. Mike had believed in momentum, moving forward, never lingering too long on anything that hurt, including people. He checked the time, 11:56 p.m. Almost over, almost survived another Valentine's Day. He picked up his phone and unlocked it out of habit, scrolling through old notifications, old conversations. Messages from friends celebrating with partners. Instagram stories filled with roses, candlelight dinners, matching outfits. Mike muted his phone. He didn't need reminders of what he lacked or what he had walked away from. The memory came uninvited. Emma standing near the door of his old apartment, her voice shaking but firm. Just tell me if you're staying. He hadn't known how to answer that, so he hadn't answered at all. The clock ticked forward. 11:57 p.m. Mike exhaled slowly, rubbing his face. That's when his phone buzzed. The vibration startled him, not because it was loud, but because it felt deliberate. He glanced at the screen. Unknown number, happy Valentine's Day. His eyebrows knit together. Spam messages usually arrived earlier, and never this personal. He stared at the screen longer than he should have before replying. Who is this? The reply came almost instantly. You already know me. Mike felt a small flicker of irritation. Wrong number. Three dots appeared, paused, then grey hoodie, torn sleeve, still haven't stitched it. His heart skipped. Slowly, he looked down at his arm. The tear near his wrist stared back at him like an accusation. Mike sat up straighter. This isn't funny. The phone buzzed again. I'm not joking, I'm lonely. A faint unease crawled into his chest. How did you get my number? No answer. Instead, another message appeared. Do you remember what you said last Valentine's Day? Mike swallowed. He typed, then erased, typed again. You've got the wrong person. The response was immediate. You said love fades if you let it linger too long. The room felt colder. That sentence wasn't something he had posted or texted. He had whispered it to Emma. The lights flickered once. Mike stood, glancing around his apartment. Okay, he muttered. Okay, someone's messing with me. His phone rang. A video call. Unknown number. He declined it. Almost instantly, a message followed. Why won't you look at me? A knock echoed through the apartment. A soft one from the front door. Mike froze. Another knock. Slower this time. His phone buzzed again. You used to open the door for me. No, he whispered. The knocking stopped. Silence stretched, then a sound behind him, a faint scrape from the balcony. Mike turned slowly. The curtains shifted though there was no wind. His phone buzzed. You forgot to lock it. Before he could move, a hand pressed against the glass, pale, too still. The balcony door slid open. Cold air rushed in, and with it, the scent of roses and decay. She stepped inside, red dress, dark stains soaking the fabric. Eyes hollow, smile familiar. Emma stepped closer. Do you know what hurts the most? She asked. Not being unloved, being forgotten. She reached out, her fingers cold as winter. Mike screamed. The neighbors would later report strange noises that night crying, laughter, the sound of glass breaking. By morning, apartment 3B was empty, no signs of struggle, just a phone lying on the floor. Unlocked. One final message sent at 12 am, February 15th. Happy Valentine's Day. From Mike's number, sent to everyone in his contacts, the message went viral. Screenshots spread across social media. A creepy Valentine's prank, people said. But every year since then, at exactly 11:57 pm, a new number starts sending messages. Always sweet, always personal, always ending the same way. Seen because love, after all, never leaves you on read.